She points out these are only her opinions, but now I want a second opinion from a really, really good source. Antonio Diaz is a trainer, a dog behavioral specialist, and owner of Leader of the Pack in Las Vegas. He's got a great Instagram feed. Antonio, I follow you on Instagram. You're the first person I thought of to call about this lady who's calling out all these breeds. Are some breeds harder than others, or is she just full of it?
Well, I think that it's all personal opinion, all right? And my first question to her would be, who hurt you? Right? What happened to you that you have such a negative taste? I'll say this when it comes to dogs. They all have their own personality. So I wouldn't label it as a breed thing. I would label it as a personality thing. So.
Well, and a lot of people say, especially on TikTok in response to this lady, it's not the breed, it's the owner who's maybe not doing the right thing in training the breed. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I think so for sure. I mean, we have to take in genetics, right? Because that's a part of it. But then we also have to think about environment. And part of the environment is the dog's upbringing and who's in charge of that and how is the dog being directed and guided and what are they learning in their life on a day-to-day basis.
So today I watched one of your tips on Instagram, and it was like the doorbell rings and you say, do you want your dog to do this? And the dog goes bananas. And then the next thing you show is the doorbell rings and the dog quietly goes over and sits on a little mat and waits. And then you taught your followers, like in 30 seconds, how to do it. Is there sort of like a magic that applies to all dogs, or do you have to train every kind of breed differently?
Well, I think, again, I approach every dog differently. So I think that's important, understanding like what the motivators are. But I think that's the big difference is the dogs that are really motivated are the dogs that are the easiest to train. And the dogs that are not motivated, i.e. they could care less about you and what you have to offer them, those tend to be the hardest dogs to train. And that can vary from breed to breed.
So speaking of breeds, I have a golden doodle. And that's not him, but I'll tell you something. I had no idea how awesome dogs could be until Atlas came into my life. And I wonder if it's just because of Atlas, or is it because golden doodles that's him. There he is right there. That's my boo. Is it just because they are really, really just awesome dogs, or did I just get a really good one? That's him.
I'll tell you what, in my experience, I've been on online groups and whatnot, doodles seem to get a lot of hate, and I don't understand why. I think that they're actually pretty cool dogs. I think that they're like the real life stuffed animal dog, right? And I mean, honestly, I think they're really cute, if I have to be honest. But yeah, I think you probably got pretty lucky. I think you probably did a good job picking him out or training him, because doodles, I mean, look, they're combined with poodles and golden retrievers, which are both working breeds, and they're both very hyper, extremely intelligent dogs. And a lot of problems I see with dogs come from the dogs that are very intelligent. And people will say that my dog's really smart. And I'm like, I know, because they're totally taking advantage of you, because they know how to do it. They know how to manipulate. So
dogs are the best. We don't deserve them, but we are so glad that you joined the show. I would love to have you on all the time. I love your Insta. It's Leader of the Pack, right? Your handle's Leader of the Pack?
Yes, at Leader of the Pack LV.
LV for Las Vegas. Antonio, thank you so much for being on. It's nice to see you. I'm glad to be able to actually have a conversation with you instead of just, you having a conversation with me. See you next time.
Yeah, let's do it again.
So much.
Thanks. Take care. Bye-bye.
Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.